What up, y'all? We back. It's the 404 HEELZ. I'm Aaron. That's my boy Steph. We here doing weekly recap. Hit the highs, the lows, and the what the fucks. Yeah. And you said it. Revolution, bro. Let's go. Let's get it. How you feeling?
First match, bro. Loved it. MJF, Hangman.
Such a good start.
Man, listen. Let me tell you
Cowboy
something
shit.
This, man, I always love Hangman. I love MJF. So these two put on just a phenomenal match. I got a couple of things written down. Okay, a couple of spots in the match that just had me fucking like, get the fuck out of here. The powerbomb into a backbreaker by MJF, bro. Crazy work, right? Tombstone on the chair.
Chair didn't even fucking move, bro. Usually those chairs collapse. That shit didn't even move, bro.
Didn't give no give. You know what I'm saying? That move was crazy. And then let's talk about the sick ass Angel's Wings. The Christopher Daniels finish move on MJF. Bro, I thought he
broke his face.
Snapped his neck or some shit, bro. That shit looked crazy. And I was like, see, this is what I like. The technicals of the ring. Okay, one thing, let's talk about how MJF had Hangman in a submission hold, right? And every time Hangman would get close to the ropes, MJF would take another limb and pull it back.
Yeah. He'll
work his way close to the ropes again, take another limb, put him back. Had that man tied up like a pretzel. You know what I'm saying? And it would just, and then the thing is, the story of the match was Hangman was trying to run through MJF with multiple buckshot attempts, and every time MJF would like lean against the ropes, let's slide out the ring.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't give him that opportunity. That smart. He's a smart wrestler. He's a thinking man's wrestler. Now, with that being said about the buckshots, who in the WWE stole that move? Oh, that's right, Logan Paul.
His name is Logan Hangman Paul. All right,
but he don't do it nowhere near as good as Logan Paul, Hangman, because Hangman winds that bitch up. Like he'll do the flip and he'll take his arm and then he's gonna hit you. Logan Paul shit is basically just a over the top rope flip. Like he doesn't. Yeah. He just
he doesn't. He just kind of jumps over the rope and then runs at you.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Hangman tries to get right next to you and propel his body. It's a lot more momentum with Hangman.
It's the wind up with his arm. After he does the flip, he winds up. You know what I'm saying, and then hits you. Little things like that is what makes these matches good. This match was a great match. It told a great ass fucking story.
8.9 out of 10.
This was mine. 9 out of 10. This was mine. 9 out of 10, bro.
Fire. Great start to the show. Crazy. They should have started with Mox and Cope. I know last week I said match order didn't count, but damn, it counted this week, kind of. It counted. If you watch them all one at a time per day, they're all great matches. If you watch them all in one day in one sitting, one match does kind of take away from another. You know what I mean? A little bit.
I got a theory about that when we get to that point, but I'm glad the way when Tony booked these matches, I think it was a good thing to do. And I'm going to tell you why at the very end. So we get into the match 2 of the night. Mercedes versus Momo. Again, banging ass match, man.
It was okay for me.
So
okay, it was. I was expecting more. I feel like I don't know. I was expecting a little more.
Okay. So watching Momo from other stuff, this is her. The way she wrestles is like this, right? They start the match with a great tie-up reversals. Like I always like to see when people lock up and there's a bunch of reversals showing their technicality, the catch can 22 type of wrestling style. You know what I'm saying? Then the thing is, and it told the story of Monet. She keeps showboating, but every time she showboat, Momo took advantage of it and got control back of the match. So it showed the ego of Mercedes Moné. All right. The off the top rope arm drag into her hammerlock, bro. So you know that thing Moné does when she takes your arm and she kind of like runs and jumps, springboards off the rope into a fucking arm drag, right?
Mm-hmm.
That shit was dope. She tried that shit with Momo. Momo took her arm and put it into her hammerlock / chin lock combo, which we know is also called the crossface chicken wing.
Yeah.
Bro, I've never seen that before. That was great for a women's match. And then the powerbomb on the outside of powerbomb outside avalanche, bro. Naguri. Like, bro, what?
Yeah, it was,
bro. This match, and then how about the meteor, the double knee stomps through the ropes, bro. This match had a lot of high spots, a lot of great shit, bro. This match was a 9 for me, bro. And it was good. It told a great story. It was no botches. It was a clean match, bro. I'm giving these ladies love. I give it a fucking 9, bro.
I give it a 7 point.
7 point. What about the match didn't you know? What about the match you didn't?
It just, I wasn't, maybe because I didn't really I didn't really know Momo the most. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, she's not an AEW staple.
Right.
So to me, it kind of like, I knew there was a story with New Japan, all that stuff. I get the story. But for me, it was just like relevancy for me, if that makes sense.
It wasn't familiar with her.
Yeah.
It wasn't
familiarity. There you go. Familiarity.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, rightfully so. So, I've seen her wrestle once before in the AEW, and so I did some research about her, and I saw that her and Moises Monet had a match, and then at another tournament, Wrestle Kingdom or something in Japan, that had a big pay-per-view. So I was kind of familiar with her already. So that's why I said this match was fucking good, because this was actually better than the match they had in Japan to me.
Did JR come out for this one, or he only came out for Mariah May and Cope?
I can't remember.
I think he only came out for those. Did he come out for this one?
I can't remember, man.
I can't remember. He's too old, bro. Retire. Enjoy life.
But hey, man, at least his voice sounded a lot more enthusiastic this time around. Because usually he would be talking shit about AEW on AEW TV. Did you notice that, JR?
He's real. He's a real one, bro. He's a real one.
He is.
He don't give a fuck.
He is. Then we get our boy Swerve Strickland and Ricochet.
Fire
ass match.
Swerve almost broke his neck, though. Almost broke that neck, bro.
Listen.
He tucked it last second.
Listen. But the whole time I'm thinking, are we going to get a Nana heel turn?
Oh.
When he walked away, I was like, shit.
I was kind of like, damn, that was like kind of messed up, But
that was all part of the plan.
My boy Nana always thinking, bro. Yeah. Always thinking. He had to go sell coffee real quick. That's it. He had a business meeting.
Yeah. He does sell coffee, man. Go get Nana. Prince Nana coffee, bro.
He came back and grabbed that fucking thing from the crowd. He said, "Give me my robe."
Got the robe. He came back through the crowd. He even come back through the entrance.
Yeah, he came back through the crowd, bro.
This match was incredible. The intensity of it, the way how it started from Ricochet was trying to go ahead and end that match. He went for the spirit gun. He went for the what's it called? The vertical, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went for all those moves, and and Swerve kept, reversing them. So you can tell you the urgency that Ricochet was trying to win this match to be the number one contender, right? At one point in the match, bro, my boy Nigel, you know Leslie Jones from Saturday Night Live?
Bro, she wouldn't shut the fuck up, bro.
Bro, she loved her some Swerve, bro.
I know, and she loved the Hurt Syndicate, bro.
Oh, my God. Listen, that man Nigel said, I think that's Prince Nana's mother.
I missed that part, bro.
I was like, yo, did he just call?
I think Prince Nana is older than her, bro.
Nigel's crazy, bro.
Nigel had no idea who she is, bro. He said,
You can hear Excalibur was like, that's not Prince Nana's mother. That is actually Leslie Jones. He was like, oh, I didn't know. That shit was funny as hell, bro. I get this match a 9. Again, another 9 for me. This match, it tore the house.
9.2, baby. 9.2.
9.2.
I thought this was gonna be my favorite match, but we get later on, baby. We get later on.
My favorite match of the night came right after this.
What? Hurt? Was Hurt next?
No.
Oh.
After Then we get the Hurt Syndicate and the Outrunners, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love how this match was produced, because you have a overconfident Hurt Syndicate coming into this match, then they're gonna just wipe the mat with these guys. And it actually didn't happen, because the Outrunners controlled 50% of this match.
They did. The beginning of the match. I was like, what is going on here, man?
Until MVP gave them the motivation and speech, bro, and had them boys back right, and they went and mollywopped the Outrunners.
Yeah.
This was a good showing for the Outrunners. This is probably the lowest rated match on the card for me. And even then, I still gave it a solid 8. It was a good match. It was a good tag match. It told the story between a dominant faction of the Hurt Syndicate versus the underdogs of the Outrunners. This is what this match was. If you were expecting anything more than that, you're sadly mistaken. This was just how they set everything up, and then how they ended the match. You know what I'm saying? So the Outrunners have nothing to be ashamed of, bro. So I don't think this. See, people was like, they're gonna kill the Outrunners, just like they killed Private Party. First of all, they didn't kill Private Party. Private Party is getting their bearings together. They're gonna come back even stronger. The Outrunners, the same thing's gonna happen to them. I guarantee you ain't seen the last of the Outrunners and the Hurt Syndicate. So I promise you, this was a good match. I gave it a 9. I mean, I gave it an 8.
Yeah, I gave it an 8 too. Hear me out though. So before the Outrunners came in, I thought it was setting up the Murder Machines versus Hurt Syndicate. Big man versus big man. I want to see it. I do want to see it. But I think what's going to happen is we're going to get Hurt Syndicate versus the Young Bucks.
All in?
And that's a matchup. It might, maybe Dynasty if Young Bucks, because I saw Young Bucks are gearing up to come back. They got to be coming back soon. They've been gone. Okay. They've been gone, what, since All In or right after All In? When did they lose the Private Party? Was it right after All In?
They lost the Private Party on what pay-per-view was that?
I forget, but it was after All In. Was it Full Gear?
Maybe
it might have been Full Gear.
Maybe Full Gear.
But I would love to see Shelton Benjamin mix it up with the Young Bucks, man. People hate the Young Bucks, and I do too, and that's their job. Right. We hate them. Right. That's what they're supposed to do.
They're heels.
But their in-ring ability is top fucking notch, bro.
Sick.
They're the Hardy Boys times 10, bro.
Yeah, like, sick.
But you hate them, and that's okay.
And at one point, there was in TNA, there was called Generation Me. And who I forgot what wrestler told me, said, yeah, you got your Hardy Boys knockout cosplay kits 2.0. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so they've been compared, but if you want to compare in-ring to in-ring, bro, they blow Hardy Boys out the water. Yeah. Fucking Young Bucks, bro.
And I feel like, okay, Hardy Boys, they're doing a lot more moves that are, like, together. But I like the Young Bucks, their move set together is so elite. They have so many moves that they do together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Top notch. It's top notch.
Yeah.
I mean, let's keep it a buck, man, on the Young Bucks. They're one of the greatest tag teams of all time. And a lot of people don't want to say that shit, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. They are one, not but they are one of the top tag teams of all time. The Young Bucks. I mean, just the simple fact alone that they were one of the cornerstones in making another company of AEW. But right there, puts them right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this was you know, a good match for the Outrunners. The Hurt Syndicate, we already knew it. They're going to win, and rightfully so. Now, I'm you know, we saw what happened on Dynamite. What's going to happen next with them? We know where they're going next, too.
Yeah.
You know? But so let's talk about the match after the Outrunners versus Hurt Syndicate, bro. Let's talk about it, man.
Who we got?
We know it was the Hollywood Ending.
No, you're missing one, bro. You missing Okada. The match that was just kind of thrown in last minute, bro. And like we said a couple weeks ago, bro, I didn't know Okada before AEW, but he was a huge free agent. I don't get like, I mean, he's funny. Yeah. He's got some cool moves, but like, I'm not overly. I thought this dude was coming in like a wrestling savant, you know, like a Will Ospreay ish, like a Kenny Omega ish. He's just. I think he would have worked better in WWE. Honestly, Okada would have been better in WWE.
I can see that. But this match overall was a good match. It was a good showing from Brody Lee. I like the story this match told. The story was the experienced veteran champion versus the young, hungry, you know, lion who wants a championship gold as a singles after being a tag team competitor for a while. Yeah. But what made this match good is that the whole time it felt like Okada was fighting from underneath. He never had a great advantage in this whole match. He was always fighting from underneath. Brody King controlled this match pretty much from start to finish, right? But check this out, though. That boy Okada is very crafty, and he got him. He got him with the damn was it the ripcord or not ripcord? What is it called? His
the Rainmaker?
The Rainmaker, bro.
Yeah.
He got him with the Rainmaker, bro. Out of nowhere.
Yeah. It was a last minute match thrown into Revolution. But it was a good match. I gave it a solid 7.9.
Yeah, I gave it a solid 8. Yeah. This was an 8 match for me. Again, I like Brody King was a good showing. The psychology in this match, again, it was good because it always showed every time Okada would fucking get out of a jam, he would do sort of like Mercedes Moné, and he would flaunt to the crowd, and Brody King would take advantage of it. So he was always fighting from underneath, and he just, by the hairs of his chin, he fucking got away. You know what I'm saying? Because we all knew this one set up was about to happen next.
With the Continental?
With the Continental.
Who's getting it next?
Well, you already know what they about to do, because I think, yes, this match was before that. So we're going to finally get to the match of the night. For me, that was a fucking 10.
The women's match of the year. The women's match of the year, bro. Already. I'm throwing it down. Women's match of the year.
Women's match of the year. The greatest, you hear that right here first. The greatest women's storyline in pro wrestling history just took place in front of our fucking very eyes. This storyline started in August of 2023 and ended March 2025, fools.
Yep. It was good.
This is the greatest women's storyline of all time. They made 2 stars. These women tore it down. Put it this way, my woman watched this match. She don't really watch hardly at all. Yeah. But she knew enough about this match. She's like, I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? And she watched it and she said this was a fucking great match. A 10. It was a 10. I said I have no complaints.
It was a 10 out of 10 for me too. But I will say, a lot of people on the internet, which I don't understand at all, they're like, I don't want to see women wrestlers fight like that. I'm like, what? I know. And I'm like, do you not want them to have the same opportunities as men? You don't want to see women bleed? That's a crazy, it's entertainment. It's what they do. Bro. They want to do it. Like, I don't understand that aspect that people like, I don't want my women to wrestle like that, blah, 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 blah. Oh. I was like, you want to go back to the 90s where women are just like tits and ass and like, I mean, what do you want? Match. What do you want?
Yeah. No. Listen, let's ignore those fucking troglodytes. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get them out the frame because that's asinine. That's asinine.
I don't get it.
Put on pure. Everybody's talking about pure cinema. Everybody's talking about cinema and all that shit. Bro, this was as cinema as it gets. All right. Everything in this fucking match had a reason. When they poured out those buckets of glass.
How about before they poured the bucket? Yes.
And then dip.
I said, what the fuck they doing? I was like, what are they doing with the tape? What are they doing? And then they're like, I was like, oh my God. Insane, bro. Insane.
Phenomenal. I mean, and then on top of it, they're laying in the middle of the ring with glass and blood. And you see this camera shot. Again, AEW, I got to get their flowers. If I'm going to get on them when they have bad production, I'm going to get on when they give good production. This was one of the better produced production, like, show, like, pay-per-view they had in a while. Like, this, what is that?
That picture?
Look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that. And then it panned out. It told such a great story. And then let's talk about when they took him on the ramp.
To start or end? Because it started on the ramp.
The crazy fucking power bomb off the stage onto a table that broke.
Crazy.
And if you watch closely, she power bombed her off the stage onto the table. Tony's ass hit the table.
Mariah did not hit the table.
She straight hit the concrete all back. Crazy work.
All right? Back.
And then what put the icing on the cake, bro. And I forgot that even did this shit. See, the start of this whole thing with Toni Storm, they had this interviewer. He says, this is a production movie shot called Toni Storm. And that was in 2023. For it to end with them going through the Hollywood sign, laying there, they all bloody, and Toni Storm is hurting because this was her protege, and she's laying on top of her, and Mariah is just selling the fuck out that shit, and then
kind of like sorry for what I had to do to you, kind of thing,
right?
Yeah.
Then the camera pans out, and then you see on the Trons it says the end. Bro,
that was perfect,
bro. Like
shout out Tony Khan because usually the cameras they miss something. I feel like the cameras was on point at every aspect of the show.
Yes, sir.
So maybe they had a production meeting before this motherfucker. I don't know.
About damn time, bro. Shit. Hey, look, man. I'm not caught up in the biases of a moment. I literally rack my brain and try to what storyline that impacted me so much watching. And the only one I could come up with was the Trish Stratus and Mickie James storyline they had.
When she was obsessed.
When she was obsessed with Trish Stratus. And that storyline had me hooked, and I thought it was and they put on a great banger match at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But this right here, bro, this is something totally different. This is on a whole nother level.
I was nervous, bro, because when Toni was bleeding, I was like, she's bleeding a lot. I was like, they might have to shorten this matchup, how much she's bleeding, or go home real soon. But they just kept trucking, bro.
No, they did not go home.
Hers was as bad as Drew's at Bad Blood, man. It would not fucking stop, bro.
Man. But hey, this was the match of the night, and I do agree. I think this match should have been the fucking main event. It should have finished. It should have finished the show.
It was dope.
It already had the end. It should have finished the show. And it's okay to have a women's championship match to main event your pay-per-view because it is the women's world heavyweight championship match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's the best story in AEW going by far.
The best.
Let's ask the people. Do you guys think it is the women's match of the year already? Two-parter. Do you want to see women bleed and have hardcore matches like that? Are people just exaggerating and being like, I don't want to see women bleed? Or Are you like, fuck it, let's go? A match is a match. It's banging. It's banging. I loved it. I loved every second of that match.
Yes.
Every second.
Even when Mariah May came out as the bride.
Yeah. Mariah kicking old boy, the butler, and just fucking flat back on. Ah, man. God damn. Mariah took some bumps, bro.
I had rewinded about 3 times. I'm like, did he fall off the stage?
Did he?
Because I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was gone, bro. He was gone.
What? Bro?
He was gone.
10.
Banging match, bro.
Fucking 10. And I don't even hand out 10s for matches hardly ever. But this one, I had to, bro. This was
10
a
out of
fucking
10.
10. This is a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, y'all. Whatever y'all say, if it's not 10 out of 10, you fucking wrong.
You're fucking lying. It was a 10 out of 10. It was great.
Now the next match, bro. This is where I'm going to hurt you, bro.
All right, come on. Come on with it, man.
It was good.
Uh-huh.
I was expecting more from Kenny, bro. I don't know why. Maybe because he got pummeled the whole match. But, like, even remember when Kenny first came back and he fought old big dude? Who'd he fight?
Kid?
Yeah, that was a phenomenal. I just felt like this match should have been better than what it was. It was still a good match. I was expecting to rate it a 10 out of 10, and I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I was expecting a 10 out of 10.
All right. Fair enough. I gave it a 9 out of 10, but I never thought this match was going to be a 10. I never knew that. I'm going to tell you why. I knew Kenny was going to win this belt, but they had to make Takeshina look strong.
You had to. You had to.
There was no way Kenny could dominate and be as flashy as he normally is and then win without Takeshina taking that hit. So they did it the perfect way. That's why I said it was a 9. The match I got was the match I expected. That's why.
See, I was expecting something. I was expecting like that Takeshina Will Ospreay match. That's what I was expecting going into this match with, But honestly, Kenny, he had a fucking terrible disease. He was out a year.
Yeah.
He's getting his feet under him. So I gave it grace. But I was just expecting so much more. I don't know why. I just,
That's fair. That's fair. And I think that's the reason why I didn't rate the CM Punk and the Seth Rollins cage match.
Because you're expecting a little more.
I was expecting more.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people on that CM Punk, a lot of people are living off that. It was a great match, but if Roman didn't come back, I don't think Tommy Dreamer would be like it was the greatest match of all. I think Roman adds a lot of zest to it,
Well, I'm going to tell you what. No, Roman did. And I think Tommy Dreamer, again, he's from that old school. I think they like the pacing of the match. I think they like the realism of the match of how it was. So
yeah, but I guess I'm not too much into anime, but Kenny Omega and Takeshina did kind of like an anime, like they were wearing clothes of some anime rivalry.
Oh, I didn't.
A lot of people like that. Yeah, a lot of people like that. I don't watch anime at all, so I wouldn't know.
No,
but they did do a little shout out to some anime. I do want to see Takeshina Dynamite. Max Caster, he came out.
That's my guy, bro. I don't know why I like this gimmick he's doing right now. I like this shit.
I was like, man, I kind of go to the bathroom. I saw Matt Caster. I was like, I can wait. It's gonna be a quick match.
That shit was funny. And Takeshina, man, what the fuck? And see, and I think that's the reason why they made the match they did, because after I saw Dynamite and Takeshina coming out with a serious face, did you see they come out?
Pissed.
Who did he come out with?
Nobody, bro.
He's pissed. And a pissed Takeshina is dangerous for everybody, bro.
You think he separates from Mark Callis?
I hope he does.
Yeah, I hope he does too.
He has potential to be a great babyface in that company, Takeshina, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. When Takeshina first came, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Yeah. I'm like, I don't know anything about him. So I had to do my little research, right? But besides that, just the body work he done in AEW, and then I saw it, I said, you know what? I can see why now. I see it now.
He got that Drew McIntyre transformation too, from like a skinny, scrawny dude to like jacked as fuck.
Yes.
Same skills, just bigger as fuck,
Good comparison. Great comparison. Yeah. You're right. Again,
where does he go from here? Where's Takeshina go from here?
I don't know.
It's tough.
I don't know.
It's tough.
But wherever he goes, I know it's going to be good. And I think it all leads to All In. So that was great. That was a great match, man. That was great. I gave it a 9. What'd you say you gave it?
8.
Okay.
Yep. I was expecting to give it a 9.5 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 8. Then we go match of the year. Were we right? I think we were right. Match of the year.
Bro.
Bubba Ray Dudley would disagree with us 100%.
Oh, my God. What is up with Bubba? What's going on, man? Bully, what's going on?
Explain this to me. If this man comes from ECW, this was a perfect ECW type match. He hated it. Why, Bubba? Explain. I don't understand that.
He didn't understand it.
He came from hardcoreness. Bro, the visual up top when Ospreay raises, I've watched it a million fucking times. And Kyle Fletcher did it perfectly, bro. With the ears, stuck his finger in his ears. That visual of them on stage, bro. Why has WWE never done that, bro? That was the sickest visual I've seen in AEW since I started watching AEW.
It was.
And then he raises his hands and that's the loudest I've heard of AEW crowd, bro.
Yeah. It's Ospreay. He is the guy. He's the man of the company. Like
the guy.
I don't think there's a question, right?
He came out on Dynamite. He said, I'm coming for that belt. I'm winning the Owen Hart Championship tournament. Another tournament, AEW. It's coming.
Did you just predict what the fuck is about to happen? Are we going to get a Swerve and Ospreay at All In?
I've talked to people online. People want Hangman versus Swerve at All In, which that's a big match. That's a big match. Man. Ospreay versus Swerve is bigger.
Yes, it is.
And it'd be a better match.
Overall, it is bigger. But the Hangman and Swerve has a lot of history.
A lot of history. But we have till July, bro. We have till July. We got plenty of time for Ospreay and Swerve.
Yeah.
And let's just say, we get to, what's the next? Dynasty is the next pay-per-view?
Dynasty, yep.
So that's where Swerve gets his number one contender match. And then he wins there. So we have from April, May, June, July. Ospreay Swerve build. That's all you have right there.
But did you see what they're doing for Dynamite next week?
Yeah, which kind of weird. I'm over here defending AEW all day, and then Swerve wins a number one contender match, and then he's not the number one contender.
This is what I'm thinking. So before we get into that, let's finish up with this Ospreay and Fletcher, because I got a theory about that. Why is this like
I got a theory too, bro.
Okay.
Oh, I got a theory.
So check this out. What made this match, and I was like, holy shit, here goes the psychology of the match. Will Ospreay is what? The aerial assassin. He can't do all that shit in that cage. He tried so many things, but the cage got in the way.
You see it? Yeah, he tried to do like the AJ Styles, like he's like, oh, I ain't got room. You know,
he ain't got room.
Yeah.
He tried to do the Oz cutter. He couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he had to find another way to get it done. And again, I think that was the whole reason why Kyle Fletcher is the one who suggested for this to be a cage match, because he knew it would limit the aerial assassin moveset and make it more, because everybody keeps saying Kyle Fletcher is just like Ospreay. No, it's not, bro. He doesn't have the same moves. Kyle Fletcher is more of a ground and pound type of guy.
Kyle Fletcher is like 50 pounds heavier too, bro.
Yes.
Dude's jacked. Dude's fucking jacked.
Yeah,
bro.
he looked good. He looked good coming out there that night, man.
Yeah.
And I love the way the story this match told. And yes, we have to have some color. I've seen people online complain because they were fucking had color. Bro, this was brothers. They were in the same faction for like years and years. He slept on Will Ospreay's couch. Kyle Fletcher, they're like this. You know his family. And then, you know how this is a personal rivalry.
And I'm going to call it the English fly off the top of the cage, bro.
Fly. There you go. Bro.
You know, they always change Canadian destroyer, all Mexican destroyer. Why don't we change the Spanish fly to the English fly, baby? Because my boy, off the top of the fucking cage, bro.
Insane, bro. The crowd started chanting, please don't die. Please don't die.
I was like, what is going to happen, bro?
Spanish flies from top of the cage, bro.
Was that the fight forever chant too in that match?
Yep.
Fight forever.
Yes. Bro.
Yeah.
They put on a great match, bro. Like, Bully Ray, you fucking lying. You're lying, bro. You have
Kyle Fletcher screaming, bro. I fucking hate. And then Will Ospreay just did not hold back on that hidden blade, bro. Just fucking mollywop the shit out of that man. I bet Kyle Fletcher was like, bro, you have to just hit me for real on this one, bro.
Yeah, he knocked him out cold as ice, bro. Knocked him out, bro. Hey, and so you know what? The thing about that hidden blade, like I don't remember. I can't remember vividly. Did he get a running start or did he just stood in front of him? And
he was in the corner. Because Kyle Fletcher was, fuck you. I fucking hate you. You fucking asshole. Wow, shut the fuck up.
He had
as Kendrick would say, bing, bop, boom, bop, bing, bop, bam.
Hell yeah, bro. He had to.
10 out of 10, match of the year. Can it be beat? Maybe. I doubt it gets beat, bro.
It can, but it's going to be a hard beat. It's going to be a hard beat to meet that. That was a great match. Again,
ain't no cage match touching it, though. Ain't no cage match touching that.
No, I gave it a 10. And guys, can we please, again, don't compare. Do not compare these two matches. There were two separate fucking entities. They told two separate stories.
Yeah.
Please.
One's the start of a story to Mania, and one's the end of a story.
Exactly.
Yeah. One's the start of the book, one's the last chapter. You know, where's Kyle Fletcher go from here? I don't want to see this man disappear. I hated him before. I hated that man.
Right.
Now I'm like, man, I fuck with this dude.
You see it.
Yeah.
It's man, that makeover was a great. But see, as much of stuff bad AEW do, we've got to start praising the good shit. They took Kyle Fletcher. You was calling him Ospreay 2.0 and shit, bro. Like, now they made him to his own man. He's his own entity right now, Kyle Fletcher. He's nothing like Ospreay, bro. You know what I mean? So this was a 10, a great banging ass match, bro. And I got the match exactly what I was going to see.
And Kyle Fletcher wore the same boot covers,
little details,
to get more blood of Ospreay. He said they didn't get bloody enough last time.
Man, see,
let's get it bloody.
Like
the thumbtacks, bro. The fucking Styles Clash onto the thumbtacks, bro. Ain't no way you're making me do that spot. I'd be like, nah, we're not doing that.
You ain't doing it, bro.
I'll land on my back on the tacks. I ain't landing on my face and stomach on that shit, bro.
Oh my god, bro. And then, bro, wait a minute. It wasn't a Styles Clash on the tacks on his stomach, bro. It was a Styles Clash on the tacks on his dick.
On the dick too,
dick, bro.
Hopefully he had a cup on or something, bro. Some support.
He was holding his shit like, bro.
You need a cup. I would have packed my shit with some socks or something, bro.
Something, bro. This was a great match, man. Man, let me tell you something, man. I bought the pay-per-view and I bought the package, so I get Dynasty already locked and loaded, ready to go, bro.
Yeah.
This was a great fucking pay-per-view, bro. I ain't. But besides what we about to talk about, I still gave this pay-per-view a fucking 10 because 2 matches was 10s and the rest of them was a bunch of 9s, and then I had 2 8s.
Yeah. It was fire.
This pay-per-view was fucking, bro. Even my lady sat and watched some of this shit with me, bro. You understand? Because she knows enough to know, Ospreay, she saw the Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher match, and she saw the Toni Storm and Mariah May match, and she fucking loved both those matches like this. She was watching. I was like, damn, my baby's watching. She usually should be like this. You know what I'm saying? On her phone or something, right? Yeah. She was watching. And
I'm telling you, all in, that Ospreay chant's going to be loud,
bro.
Loud.
But what would it be? Okay, here's a question for you, my man. Will the All In Texas chant be louder for Ospreay than All In London?
Well, no, because London,
all right.
Euro crowds are always better than fucking American crowds.
All right.
Hands down. Can't beat them.
All right.
You're about to see the build up to Mania. That's why they're doing it in Europe, bro. It's smart. They want the crowds so hyped going into Mania.
I see that.
That's why they do the road to Mania in Europe. And that sucks for us, man. We keep losing all these big goddamn events because they want the bigger crowd reaction, bro.
You know, it is what it is, but it does make for good TV. So now let's get into the
internet backlash match, bro.
Yeah, the internet backlash match, controversial match. There is Cope and Mox for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now let me tell you something, bro. Now this is from my perspective. I love how when Edge came out, the crowd was doing the singing thing. Dope, right? But my favorite entrance from the two was fucking Moxley's, bro. Did you see how he came out with that? And first of all, I love his fucking music. I like that music, bro. That shit is badass. But did you see how he came out to that crowd? He came out with this energy of uncertainty, looking behind his back. He was unhinged. He gave us Dean Ambrose. He gave us fucking Dean Ambrose, bro.
He thought he was getting attacked out of nowhere, all that good stuff,
It was good shit to come into the ring. And I don't understand what people say this was a bad match. Bro, they put on a good match. Copeland and fucking Mox put a good match on. This is how they wrestle. Like, what are you expecting from Cope? I hope he wasn't expecting no fucking Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher match from Cope and fucking
That's true.
Moxley.
That's true. What do you expect Cope to do? You know how Cope's limitations are. You know that. You know Mox's limitations.
But
it was a very WWE style match within an AEW pay-per-view, and I think that pissed off a lot of AEW fans.
It did, because this is my theory though. You just had literally,
you're fatigued.
Toni Storm, Takeshina Omega, Kyle Fletcher, Ospreay.
You're fatigued.
You had to get slowed down. They brought the pace all the way down because they were trying to tell a story, more of a story within that ring. And then Christian coming out.
And well, you got Wheeler Yuta coming out first. Wheeler coming out, you think he's going to help fucking Adam Copeland because of last week.
Right.
This is what respect looks like. And he said, nope, sorry, Cope.
Yep.
Boom.
Helps,
but then Christian coming out was dope. He signs it. And then I was like, I was like, no way Christian wins this match. I was like, there's no shot in hell Christian wins this match.
Again, bro, listen. I loved it. See, this is what I like about Christian, bro. He was in the Bulldog chokehold from Moxley. Christian's laid the fuck out. He still puts his hands on him.
Let me get this pin real quick. And that, bro, when I was like, oh shit, is he gonna win? I thought, what if they would have did that, bro? And then Mox would have never let go, bro.
That would have been so, bro. Again, I knew Moxley was gonna win. So, and you know what? This is what Tony. I think Tony Khan is doing this, bro. What does all three of those dudes have in common? They came from the E. He is purposely putting them on their own type of showcase. See, people got to remember, this is AEW, all elite wrestling. Whether it's luchador, whether it's
all
technical
wrestling,
whether it's sports entertainment, drama, storyline field wrestling, it's all type of wrestling styles. This is a different type of wrestling style match than we got from the other 4 matches. You can't compare the two. So people was like, oh, this was a letdown. No, it wasn't. You got what you're supposed to get from these two guys. And I thought they told a great fucking story inside the ring. And in the finish could it have been done better? Probably, maybe. But guess what it got? Massive fucking heat on Moxley.
Yeah,
the crowd was booing the fuck out that motherfucker at the end of that match, bro.
Yeah, and then you had Batman up on his perch, aka Swerve Strickland at the end with a huge stomp at the end, bro.
Bro, listen, they shot that shit perfectly because when he did a Swerve stomp, it looked like he literally landed on Moxley and killed this man out of nowhere.
And you see Prince Nana going he's like, hey man. So this is what I'm saying about next week's match between Cope and Mox street fight. The way Revolution ends with Swerve coming up and stomping on Mox, if you have Cope win next week, that was for nothing. Because then it's Swerve versus Cope at Dynasty. So it's hard for me to realize that Jon Moxley is not going to win again next week.
Yeah.
It has to be Mox again. It has to be. The way Revolution ends, it has to be Mox winning next week. It has to be, in my opinion. You can't switch it.
I'm trying to think. Does Moxley drops this title to Swerve at Dynasty? I don't think he do.
I think he does.
I think it's going to piss fans off even more that he beat Swerve at Dynasty because we're going to get a returning Claudio Castagnoli, Pac, Marina Shafir at Dynasty to help him win this match. That's going to bring more fucking heat. The fans are going to hate. They already hate the storyline. They hate Mox. They are going to get so much more massive heat if Swerve don't get it. Now, I think Swerve still finds his way back to the title some kind of way, maybe through the Owen Hart tournament.
Yeah. Do you see Mox holding it till All In, though? Because I don't. I hope not. I want Mox. Remember a while ago, this is probably months ago, I said to get rid of all WWE big-time names out of AEW. I was like, just don't do it anymore. I'd be okay with that. I'd be cool with it. I want I know Swerve was in WWE, guys.
He don't count,
I know
though.
that.
He don't count, though.
He was not a big name there. But people like that. But then you got Hurt Syndicate, which is working right now. They get a loud pop right now. But Mox and Cope, we sing Cope's music, but we do that with a lot of people. You know what I mean? I just think we need to move on from those guys being the head of the company with the belt. They can be in the company. I don't want them the focal point of AEW anymore. You're out of your prime. I'm sorry, guys. You're out of your prime, guys. You guys ain't LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? And let me ask you this question. This match next week, was this match planned before Revolution happened or after Revolution happened? Because
backlash.
Do you think it's Cope and Mox pissed off and they want to redo try and redeem themselves from the hate from Revolution?
I think so. I believe so, because I never would have thought this would have been a rematch already on Dynamite.
Not that quick.
Not that
quick at all.
So I think this is a second go around. Hey man, let's give them one more crack at it. Because they see, again, this is what I don't like when wrestlers are online all the time. Y'all listening to the backlash, but listen, guys. You guys, to me, was it a 10? No. Was it a 9? No. I'll go ahead and say it was an 8. I give this match an 8. All right. Again, I had no match on the show rated lower than the 8. This was an 8 match. But again, I got the match I expected out of these two. I don't know what people were 100%. Expecting.
Yeah.
I don't understand. They told story. They told a fucking story in between those ropes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they was trying to get, but it was an 8 to me. And I think it was a perfect way. It was a good way to end off the show after you had these high octane matches. You needed to slow it down because, again, we got to remember the Death Rider storyline is the main focal point in AEW right now. So you want to give that spot to them, and it's the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, and we still haven't seen the fucking belt.
Yeah, and so right now after Dynamite, we got Will Ospreay said he's coming for the belt. Jay White's coming for. Everyone's coming for this belt. Swerve's coming for the belt. Jay White's coming for the. We forgot to mention Jay White mollywhopping Edge with the case, bro, in the match.
Yep.
Jay White came out mollywhop. Bah.
Yep. Yeah, man. Listen,
he said on Dynamite, he said, "I didn't do it on purpose."
But does he?
Yeah.
Are we going to get? Does that set up Jay White's faction? Because who do we have over there now? We have Gabe Kidd, Bullet Club, War Dogs,
Bullet Club,
and we got your boy Connor, who's also a part of Bullet Club, War Dogs.
Or does Jay White align with Mox? Could. I've seen crazier shit happen. I've seen crazier shit.
Could he align with Mox? Do I want to see him? Not really. I kind of like Jay White being on his own.
The good
like
guy.
This. Yeah, I like face because he's always a heel. So I like face Jay White. But yeah, Revolution, Steph Ronin. I give it this fucking pay-per-view a 10 out of fucking 10.
Give me a 9.1, baby. 9.1.
I gave 2 matches on this card 10s. There's no way in hell I can fucking rate that shit low. And everything was 9.99, 8, 9.98.
And we were basically right about all the predictions we had.
Yeah, we did. We were.
Yeah, which did kind of. I mean, it didn't take away from it at all. Even though we were kind of right about every single match, it was still good as fuck. Good as fuck.
How they ended the match is what we're looking forward to. Who's going to win is one story, but how the ending happens is another story. And they did a great job all the way around. Revolution, yes, I paid for the 54 whatever, $50, $49.99. Yeah, I paid for it. But I got the 2 package, bro. The 2 package deal is 2 pay-per-views for $85.
Let's save a little $15.
Well, no, it's $25, bro. Because each pay-per-view will be $50, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a little something. It's a little something. Yeah. All right. It's a little something. It's a little something. But
let's touch a little bit on Dynamite. We already kind of intermingled it a little bit.
Yes.
But a lot of hate online for this Dynamite, the follow-up show, and I think we just need to get away from expecting big follow-up shows and big go-home shows, because from both companies it really doesn't happen anymore.
No,
the only time it happens is Raw after Mania. That's the only one we should have high expectations for.
I'm starting to see in both companies, and more so prevalent more than in AEW, the days of having a pay-per-view and then the next night those same people on that pay-per-view having a match. I think those days are over.
Kenny Omega came out in some motherfucking gym shorts and a cutoff t-shirt. I was like, come on, bro.
Yes.
Come on. Put something else on, bro. Put some pants on or something, bro. It just look weird in shorts, bro.
That's his character. And he was limping.
Yeah.
And you could
Will
tell he
was limping.
He went to a battle, bro. You know, Ospreay, and I'm so fucking mad, bro. Like, Ospreay came out there with that banging ass 4-4 heel style fucking soccer jersey. I got the green and white one. I was like, wait, what? What was this? What was this when I was over there in Atlanta, bro? That didn't have it out yet. So I'm definitely gonna cop that one because that shit is fire, bro. I like that shit, man.
Yeah.
This AEW, it kicked off with the Kenny Omega promo, right? Typical Kenny Omega promo, and this is what everybody think is gonna happen. It's gonna be him.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
He just came out, said, "Thank you. I'm glad to be the champ again. Let's get this tournament rolling. Let's go. I bid you adieu."
I do. Good night and bang.
Yeah.
Okada and Omega, will they unify the titles?
That's what I hear, bro. That's what I'm hearing.
Title, international title and the continental title to make the intercontinental.
I don't think you have to. I'm okay with them being separate right now. You know?
Yeah.
Because what do you have? You have the World Championship, the TBS, or the TNT, and then 2 of those. So it's basically like the World Heavyweight Champion, the Universal Championship, the US, and the Intercontinental. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with 4 belts, 2 shows, 4 belts of gender. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Do
they combine the 2 titles to make the international and continental as one, and then actually turn the international title to the American Championship?
They could. I'm like my boy MJF did.
Yeah, right. But this show kicks off good with a good promo. He's right to the point, like you said. He's going to face the winner of the of the tournament at Dynasty, which is dope. Now, behind that, we get our boys, the Ops, comes out. I like it when they do that. When the one person leaves and then they hit their music and they had a little stare off the Ops. Keep your eyes on the Ops. I like what they're doing with them.
Who the fuck did they wrestle? Did they even announce those dudes?
No, those are. See, let me tell you something. Those are.
I was like, who the fuck are those guys?
Local guys. They're not even on AEW roster, but local guys. This was an enhancement match to make the Ops look good.
Yeah.
To for you to understand who the Ops are. I wrote down. It said it showcased the new persona before they get involved in any angle.
Yeah.
So we know what they're about, right?
Oh, they're winning the trios championships against the fucking. Hands down, bro. That's going down at Dynasty. It's happening, bro.
That's what you
think.
So you're gonna be thinking trios championship against the Death Riders?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands down. They got to come out. Maybe they come out and help Cope next week, and that kind of starts the feud. You know, here comes Wheeler, here comes Claudio, here comes Pac. Who backs them up? The Ops.
The Ops. Hey, I won't be mad about that, man.
And that also means that Ricochet is winning next week too. So
against Shibata.
Or on Saturday. Yeah, against Shibata. He's definitely winning because Shibata's with the Ops right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean,
who kept talking about how handsome Hook was? It wasn't Taz. They just kept being like, this good looking fella, this good looking. I was like, Tony, calm down. I think it was Shabani.
Was it Excalibur? Was
it was either Excalibur or Shabani. I was like, dude, shit, they just every movie, he's a good looking fella. Good looking fella.
Handsome devil.
The handsome devil. I'm like, chill, bro. Chill.
Hey, but again, they demolished those boys. I'm waiting to see what they do with the Ops. We get a Shibata Ricochet nice ass promo next week.
Good promo. Take that fucking Philly Eagles hat out, bro. Take that trash off, bro.
He's keeping it on.
Trash, bro. I think he's going to. It's got to be him versus Kenny Omega, right? At Dynasty, it's got to be.
He's in his hometown, Philadelphia.
It might, but it could be the new guy, Speedball.
And that's what I wanted to get into. My man, Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh yeah,
I told you. And let me tell you something. You have just seen the tip of the iceberg of this guy. This dude is phenomenal in the ring.
Bro, I've never seen kicks that fast, bro. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Tell me his kicks doesn't look legit.
Bro, he ain't wearing shoes so he can get that speed on him, bro.
I like Speedball Mike Bailey. I like his character. I like his fucking 80s karate man type fucking straight up from Karate Kid or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Officially signed too. Officially signed with AEW.
Signed.
It was good. It was good. I've never really heard of him. Never really saw him. I'm impressed. That was a good debut. Glad they didn't do it on Collision so the internet could, bitch about it. They did it on Dynamite.
Right.
All right.
Mystery opponent for
the Beast Mortos.
The Beast Mortos, and it was actually for in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. What did you think about the Edge and Swerve promo backstage, the convo?
This is what I hated, though. Listen, this is production, bro. Okay. They did the match next week graphic with Mox and Copeland, and then they showed that. I was like, you switch those guys. Switch them. Because that conversation was kind of pointless now that I already know that it's happening.
Right. So production.
Switch it. Yeah.
Production. I wrote that exact same thing down.
I was like, switch that shit, guys. Switch that shit. Production. Easy shit. How about your girl, Megan? Bang.
Bro, they put the rocket on her back. Are they putting the rocket on her back already?
She fucking up everybody.
I thought it was gonna be a Toni Storm. I was like, oh shit, Mega Man's next one. Nah. She's
crushing everyone. Is Toni Storm the next opponent for Mega Bane? I think it's a little too early. You got to build her more.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, the conversation between Edge and Swerve, bro, this was fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, I like this, and I liked how Swerve, he was composed and calm, right? I only just tell Edge like, yeah, I know, I see you. And Edge is like, you might be facing me. He said, I hope it is. You know what I mean? So
I hope I'll just get somewhere high, and then you ain't gonna be able to do shit, Cope. Let's get on a high somewhere. You got to fall down. You might be done, son.
No more jumping off.
God damn. Who would you rather see? Mox versus Swerve? Cope versus Swerve? I think I'd rather see Cope versus Swerve because it can get rid of the whole Death Riders interfering type thing.
Okay, so I think Cope and Swerve would be the better match in ring, but I think Mox and Swerve has an interesting dynamic of two different styles. You know what I'm saying? Very different styles of match. So either one, but yeah, I want to stick with Mox and Swerve.
Because I feel like Cope can fight different styles of wrestling.
Yeah.
And Mox kind of is like, I'm doing my thing and that's it. We're wrestling my style of match.
That's it.
And you have no say.
That is it. He that's what he does. He's that death match / brawler and submission type of like what is that, like what death jiu-jitsu, what do you call it? That's what he does.
Yeah, and death jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And you know what I want right now, bro?
Who?
I want some Waffle House.
Was that a great promo? Was it a great backstage segment or what, bro? Like, what?
Nick Wayne coming for it, bro. Nick Wayne stood up, bro. Nick Wayne said, bro, you lying.
Is Nick Wayne, was this Nick Wayne's coming out party?
Yes, but I think it might be a Kill Switch return party coming soon.
Okay.
He gets Nick Wayne's back, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you think about
He said your biological father.
Your biological father couldn't win no championships.
Bro, I love Christian, bro. I'm glad they're bringing him back into the fold because he kind of, after he won the contract, he's kind of hit or miss.
He cooled off.
Yeah, I want a Christian promo at least once a week somewhere. I don't need a match. I'm not the biggest fan of his in-ring work.
Really?
He's kind of stiff to me. He's very stiff. Very stiff.
He puts on some great bangers, bro. Like
I liked him a lot more in the E, but I mean, I love his character work in AEW. This is the best character I've seen. Well, and it didn't help that Vince fucking hated him. So
right. You
remember when he returned and they're like, "It's Christian."
Yeah,
Vince was like, "Don't overly react. Just say it's Christian." He's like, "It's Christian."
That's it, bro. Like, bro, right in his ear, Vince, man, godly, bro. What do you think about the Brian Cage, Jarlistico versus Hologram and Powerhouse Hobb match, bro?
I love the match. I'm just like, I wanted Brian Cage to stay with Lance Archer and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of like had him come out at the end, kind of stare down Hobbs a little bit. But overall, it was a fantastic match.
Bro,
fantastic match.
Crazy work.
Yeah.
The fucking suicide dive caught and converted into a suplex on the outside by Powerhouse Hobbs, bro.
Yeah.
When Hologram jumped through the ropes. Oh,
yeah.
my God. Caught him midair, dropped on his ass.
I got two people to compare from old school. Or not even old school. I mean, he is old school. We got Harley Cameron, a.k.a. Is she the R-Truth of AEW, bro? Is she turning into the R-Truth? That comic relief kind of in that niche? Is that Harley Cameron, bro? She's R-Truth, right?
That's a good point you're bringing up because at one point I was thinking she was AEW's Chelsea Green. But nah, she's on a whole nother level than Chelsea Green, bro.
With the puppet, that's R-Truth all day,
that's
bro.
That's crazy, man.
It's Harley Cameron is R-Truth.
Harley Cameron is AEW's R-Truth, bro.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
And people are mad because, great crowd response at Grand Slam. She lost to Mercedes. And people are like kind of mad now that she's not getting still the rocket ship blasted to her. And I'm like, where do you want her to go right?
Let her slow cook. You got to slow burn her. You don't want to burn her out. You don't want to put her too fast, too soon. Let her cook. Let her cook for a little bit.
You want to hear a booking idea I got?
Go ahead.
Mariah May, Mercedes Moné. That's the match, right? That's got to be the future right there.
Now, why you say that? Why them two?
Because Mariah May...
That's two heels.
Well, yeah, I get it. Because Mariah May, I want her in the championship, and she can't go against Toni Storm again. So you have to put her against Mercedes.
You know who I think will be a great matchup for Mariah May? They get the rub, and Mariah May can get the win. But I think it'll be a great feud. Harley Cameron.
Yeah.
I think that's
It'll be good.
Because
she could be like, you're acting like a child. She could still do that heel kind of
persona, right?
Heel, yeah. You're stupid, stuff like that.
All that good stuff. Speaking of Mariah May, 10 out of 10 fucking promo from Toni Storm, bro. She is on fire. Can't nobody tell me a goddamn thing. She is the #1 woman wrestler in the fucking industry, bro.
And Megan Bain fucked her up too.
Yeah, but she came out of nowhere. But just her promo, bro. She said, bro, listen to this shit, bro. She said, ladies, throw your keys in the bowl and prepare to have an orgy. Man, Toni Storm is wild with the sexual innuendos, fucking lines and shit, bro.
Didn't she call herself a whore, a tramp, or something too?
She said this tramp is still a champ.
Yeah,
man, bro, man, come on. Listen, IWC fans, you can't tell me a motherfucking thing. Toni Storm, right now, 2025, since 2025, has been the #1 woman in both companies.
Who's the best women in professional wrestling right now, overall? Not in-ring, not mic work, overall package, everything. Overall, who does it the best? WWE or AEW? Who does it the best?
No. Don't say WWE or AEW. You gotta give me a person from WWE that you think you can match up with Toni Storm. From 2025.
On the mic or in the ring?
Just the whole presentation overall. Give me one.
Damn.
Since 2025 started.
Maybe Charlotte, but I don't like Charlotte. But a lot of people like Charlotte.
Let's do a little bit better than that.
I would like Rhea versus Toni Storm. That'd be a good match.
That would, but Rhea ain't been popping though.
Yeah, she's on the downward. Bianca versus Toni. I mean, yeah, you ain't feeling it.
You could do that one. That might be the closest one. That might be the closest one. But the second
is Toni
closest,
after Mariah May. Toni could get to the level where like she's like Roman, where we realistically don't see her losing. We're like, no.
You're right.
You're like, no.
Okay, I'm surprised you didn't say your girl Liv.
I mean, yeah, but
she been cold too.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's why I said
there ain't a woman in the game since
she's
January 2025 started that's been doing it better than Toni Storm.
She getting too big for her britches.
I'm gonna tell you like this: those women over there in WWE, I haven't seen a 10 match from them yet. I haven't gave them a 10. But I just gave Toni Storm and Ryan May a 10.
That where Liv and Raquel won the tag champs, that was probably the best women's match in WWE this year so far.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And I don't give that a 10 out of 10.
That was not a 10.
It was up there. I give it a 9 out of 10 maybe, but it was good.
I gave it an 8. I gave it a solid 8, but not a 10. So Toni Storm's promo, killing it, great. I'm loving Timeless. They need to keep this shit going. Mega Bang comes out. And then we already talked about our boy Speedball Mike Bailey coming out making his in-ring debut against Mortals. 2 spots in that match. It was fucking sick. The middle rope springboard moonsault to the outside, bro.
Yep.
Did you see that?
That shit was dope. I don't like Beast Mortos. Dude can wrestle, though.
Bro, speaking of my boy, the press slam from the top rope, bro. Holy, bro.
It was crazy. It was great, man. I look forward to Mike Bailey, bro. Speedball.
I like that nickname, bro. Speedball. Yeah. That's just, I don't know.
It makes me think of cocaine, though.
Hell yeah, bro.
All right, so we got the Owen Hart tournament coming up, right?
Right.
And I didn't know we're getting the return of Owen Hart. And that's MJF in the Hurt Syndicate, baby.
Bro, let me tell you something. When this whole thing came out, bro, I knew MJF was going to come out and speak, and he was talking about Heyman. He said,
I did not see MVP coming out.
I did not see MVP. And, bro, the crowd was hot for MVP, bro.
Yeah. They love MVP, bro. They love the Hurt Syndicate.
And one thing I like about MJF, bro, when MVP put that card out like that, MJF said,
yeah.
And he still was the asshole, bro. Like, MJF, you don't know when he's going to be heel or when he's going to be, like, kind of faces. He said, I don't need the card
at the end, though. He did take the card at the end.
Because what MVP said.
Yeah.
He said, when the last time he had gold around that waist.
Mm-hmm.
He took the shit, then he made him think like, okay. So
he said, I'll be in the Nation of Domination like Owen, bro.
I'm getting good energy from this fucking, whatever this is right here. I'm waiting to see how this shit plays out.
Does Hangman and MJF continue?
I don't know.
The promo was good. Bully Ray had something to say. He said, great promo. I wish they could do it in the big leagues.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man, because to be honest with you, I think AEW is starting to do a little bit of WWE by intertwining different storylines at once.
Yeah. They're kind of, they're putting forks in the road.
Yeah.
You can go this way. You can go this way. We can come back to this. We can full circle this, They're like, how about, okay, I've been arguing with people. The chair shot. You saw the chair shot. Penelope Ford on Willow Nightingale.
Oh, my God. She did one of them Nia Jax chair shots, bro.
That's exact, bro. They said on the internet, tearing AEW apart. I was like, did y'all not just remember Survivor Series in November? What do you? They were like, if this would happen in WWE, people would riot. I was like, no, it did happen in WWE. And no one rioted. It happens sometimes.
No one rioted at all, bro. Not even
like
a little
it
bit.
happens sometimes. Penelope could have swung a little harder.
Yeah.
Nia, you could have swung a lot harder. I don't know, 3 times in a row you could have swung hard. At least this was one chair. There is so much that people complain about one thing,
right?
But the other company does the same thing sometimes.
That's why I said tribalism is dead. It's dead. Y'all wasting your time. I promise you. Because
tribalism ain't dead. It's alive and well. It's kicking.
Oh, it's dead.
Kicking, bro.
It's dead. Trust me, bro. It's dead. It's dead. See, a lot of people are trying to keep enforcing, but guess what, bro? The 4 HEELZ podcast, we put into that shit, bro. I'm telling you.
And you know what I keep saying? It goes both ways. WWE fans talking about AEW, AEW fans talking about it. If you hate the other company, why do you talk about it? I hate baseball. I despise baseball.
What?
I don't compare baseball and football ever. Because I don't like baseball.
Right.
I don't watch it. I don't care.
Right.
If you hate AEW or you hate WWE so much, why do you watch it just to comment on it? You love just making yourself angry? I don't get it.
Well, like I said before, some of these channels wouldn't be doing jack shit if they didn't put out negative shit about the company. Because they can't make content. You hear me?
Yeah.
They can't make content.
But I'm just like, you can't be like, oh, they do tournaments. Well, yeah, so does WWE. And then the motherfucker said, he was like, I was like, Elimination Chamber was a tournament. He's like, no, it was a qualifying match. I said, I mean, yeah, you qualify for the tournament. I could literally make a bracket for Elimination Chamber and show you that it was a tournament. Like these two, winner goes to that. These two, winner goes to, it's
a tournament.
Yeah, they're like, no, it's a qualifying match. Yes, I get that. But it's the same concept, guys.
Hey, what did you talk about last week? You brought it up on Word and Street. You said it. You was like, I hate these people who say, "Oh, Jey Uso's in the back. Why didn't you come out, bro? Come on." It's the same type of people. It's those. It's still real to me, damn it, type of people who see this shit. They're like, it's a qualifying match, but it's a tournament. It's a tournament, still tournament style type of match.
Guess who was in the back when Jay was getting choked out by Gunther? Roman Reigns. His cousin. Right. His cousin was in back.
Right.
He didn't come out.
People, man, it's wild. But I'm going to tell you something that I was very impressed with production-wise on AEW. The Toni Storm recap of the whole feud before Toni Storm came out and dropped her promo, it was almost like WWE made that shit.
And what's weird is AEW started doing it a little bit more. The little recaps. Do you see the little recaps this whole episode?
Bro.
I was like, that's a WWE thing.
I seen more recaps and I seen replays.
And that's kind of, the replays I love, but the recap is one thing people hate on WWE for, is that the show is full of recaps and highlights. So maybe AEW shouldn't do it as often anymore, but like they did it a lot this episode of Dynamite. There was a lot of recaps.
But you gotta remember, they're coming off the heels of Revolution.
Yeah.
So right now, what people don't know, after Revolution, we're officially on the road to fucking All In. Yeah. They're setting everything up from here on out. It's going to be All In-esque. Lead up to All In.
Yeah, we'll see.
And speaking of promo packaging, got one more for you. Bandino, Chris Jericho. The Gravity shit he did on Revolution took off. First of all, I didn't even know Gravity and Bandino was fucking brother.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
He took his mask. Don't never do that to a luchador. But it still was a great promo package. And now I'm more invested into Bandino versus Chris Jericho because they put on a banging match a couple weeks ago. That was one of Chris Jericho's better matches I've seen in a while. Yeah,
it was, for sure.
So I'm interested in that one. All right. We already talked about Willow Nightingale and Penelope Ford. Okay. Penelope Ford, other than that chair shot, it was a good match. I'm hoping to get Willow back into that conversation of championships. Great match. Now, let's talk about the downer of the night. Why do you have Orange Cassidy? And I can't even pronounce the other guy's name. What's his name?
Nope. I have no idea.
You didn't want to say. Okay, but we know what we talk about. What is
terrible main event?
That's the main event?
Terrible.
Listen, who does Orange Cassidy know? Or who does he owe? Or what the hell? How does he keep getting pushed like this, bro? No promos. He hasn't done anything. But he keeps getting the main event spot. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's terrible. It's like 2 weeks in a row now, bro.
I didn't like
main event.
I didn't like that as the main event. I don't think it should have been a main event.
No. I started cooking my breakfast.
Hey, I feel you, bro.
I started cooking my damn breakfast.
I think I was watching that shit late night, bro. I think I went out and got a bowl.
Yeah.
Smoke, came back inside and finished watching the match. Yeah. Like, I didn't even pause it. I just let it play, get my shit, bro. And nah, bro. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. Shit. If anything, that fucking tag team match should have been the main event. If he had a choice for a main event,
or Speedball,
should have. There you go. Perfect.
Yep.
Speedball should have. But great week on AEW.
Great review.
Collision.
AEW showing out.
We don't really want to talk about Collision too much. The only thing highlight for me was Collision was the hologram and Dralistico match. It was a great banging match. But like we was talking about, Collision was just leading up to Revolution. We don't really want to get into Collision. AEW this week has been fire. Yeah. They have been on fire since the beginning of the year. Okay. And to the person in our comments, I heard you say, AEW had to downsize, but they're still selling out the arena though. Like, even though they had to downsize, they're selling out the arena. I don't know about last night because I seen a couple of empty seats in that motherfucker.
Oh no,
night.
they only sold the lower bowl last night in Fresno. They didn't even try selling the top bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but the crowd was loud though.
Yeah, it was a good crowd.
It was
a good crowd.
But yeah, great week for AEW. A great week for WWE, honestly, because the highlights of the week for me, cage match and Naomi, Bianca, Jade.
Great match if you watch. Great week if you watch both companies, guys. It's very entertaining, guys.
Great week.
It's very entertaining, man.
For you, with All In coming up, with WrestleMania coming up, and for you to not think that it's a good time to be a hell of a wrestling fan, you're sadly mistaken. You're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out.
All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us how we're stupid. We love y'all.
Deuces.
Ooh, I hit stop. Right?
It's still going on my end.